Hi, Jen. Good evening to you. We spoke with Lieutenant Samod Rankins as he was leaving from his first day back to work in nearly 2 years. He says today was a good day. It was a long one with lots of support from his department.
It was a long day, but a good day.
After nearly 2 years of being on leave, Lieutenant Samod Rankins is getting back into his role as a New Haven firefighter.
I'm definitely happy to be here.
But the memories of May 12, 2021 are still painful. That's when Lieutenant Rankins and firefighter Ricardo Torres Jr. were responding to a house fire on Valley Street. Torres Jr. didn't make it out alive. Lieutenant Rankins did. He spent time stuck in the hospital on an intubator until this moment, about a week after.
He's something which I call a miracle. They always say May is a month of miracles, so he's a miracle. I mean, he's come a long ways.
Sean Hardy is Rankins' cousin. His support and that from the community is what drives him.
I don't know where I'd be without the community.
To think that he's gone through a very, very difficult period over the last 2 years, but is coming back to work today, it's a big deal.
That period has been tough. In March, Lieutenant Rankins and his attorney filed a lawsuit against the city and the Board of Fire Commissioners, saying he was passed up for a promotion to captain twice. And it claims back in November of 2022, Rankins provided them with medical reports that, quote, indicate that the plaintiff is cleared to return to work without restrictions. But the lawsuit says the city and the department, quote, have neglected and refused to return the plaintiff to work.
There may be a disagreement between Lieutenant Rankins and his attorney in the city as to some details about when the appropriate time was and the eligible time was to come back to work.
But now the focus is on his return.
Coming back is something that I know that I wanted, and I'm sure Ricardo would want it the same thing.
Now, Lieutenant Rankins tells us he plans to reach out to Ricardo's mom tonight, who he says has been very supportive, and so has the department. As we mentioned, we have heard from the fire chief who says he's happy he's back to work, saying, quote, after 2 years away, it's good to see Lieutenant Rankins back on the job. It's been a long process for him, and we wish him a speedy return to service. Now, that process is still ongoing because Lieutenant Rankins now has to go through a recertification process before he goes back on the front lines. We're live here in New Haven. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.